adapting. How has your week been? My week has been what would I call it now? A roller coaster ride. And it's just Tuesday. I started the show yesterday by saying that, what's the word? Like you've had a kind of, that you were hit by an avalanche and a hurricane rolled into one. And today, Tuesday, it's no better, but we're getting by. And so yesterday, the show rounded off on a great note yesterday, in spite of how we were finished. By the time, the show gets in full swing, everything would just fall in place. My name is Rayo Omotoso, but my friends call me Derry, and I'm your host on Perspectives here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. We're running late by 10 minutes, and so I'm just going to dive in feet first into our topic for today. Rent or mortgage, paying your bills, buying food and clothing, entertainment, travel, transportation. Children cost a ton of money. In fact, let's even break children's own down to wait until they get into secondary school. I know it was just this Saturday we talked about the fact that university is cheaper than secondary school, at least here in Nigeria. And so medications, if you get sick, and general survival, you need money for that. When one spouse is a saver and the other is a spender, there can be great conflicts. So yes, money is very important in marriage. So that's number one thing. Second most important thing in marriage, or the second thing that can make or break a marriage, is infidelity. Staying faithful to your chosen spouse. Both men and women have fallen victim to the temptation, or she was. In other words, while dating and courtship, either boy or girl misrepresented themselves to the other. I have seen this happen so many times. And so on Perspectives this afternoon, we decided to look at one particular part of, one aspect, one of the things that could either make or break or mar your marriage. And so today we're talking about money, that number one thing. Considering the way the economy is in the country right now, but has there ever been a time when the economy was good but people have been getting by, right? And so joining me to discuss this topic, which is the effect of the economy on marriages, defining the role of money in marriage. Joining me to discuss this on Perspectives this afternoon is a long-time friend of mine, an amazing speaker, a great partner. She's dependable, she's reliable, she's every good thing that you can imagine. Her name is Victoria Ogosi. She's the founder of Dear Single Ladies. It's a foundation for young girls here in Nigeria. Even I that am married, I've been a great fan of Dear Single Ladies. With a thunderous applause, a warm welcome, I have Victoria Ogosi on the line.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm so delighted to hear your voice this afternoon. But thank you so much for doing this. And I won't take up so much of your time because I know you're quite, I'm preoccupied with a couple of things. So, I gave a bit of a background, when I started off the show a few minutes ago. I talked about there are three things that can make or mar a marriage. I talked about money, infidelity, and compatibility. But the fact that on the show today we'll be focusing on the effects of the economy on marriages, defining the role of money in marriage. And you know how in different parts of the world, it's different things to different people. But I'd like us to focus on Nigeria, especially here in Nigeria, where a lot of women say, I think we can still say that. Do you think some people still go on and, they don't help when they can chip in? Or, do you think it's still applicable to say that now?
Once again, thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
And when I hear marriage, my
desire is to make sure that all marriages work out well.
Yes, absolutely. So I would say that let's go back to the foundation. Because nothing just begins in marriage.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is, whether good or bad, you may have seen some red flags that you ignored before the whole marriage thing started, from courtship. When it has to do with money, people don't change. Absolutely. When they get into marriage.
Absolutely.
Their character they just amplify. You just get to see more of what they've been from the beginning.
Yeah.
So as a woman, the wife in the marriage, you would have observed early enough that, okay, it's difficult for this man to spend money or I'm the one that is constantly spending, or he's being secretive about money issues.
Yeah.
So I just started a series for newlyweds, and one of the big things I've told them is that being on the same page concerning money matters is a big win for any marriage.
Absolutely.
Is a big win for any marriage. And transparency and honesty, we cannot overemphasize on those two things as far as money is concerned in marriage.
Yes.
So no issue just pops up.
No.
When you find a spouse that is crafty or cunning, is not telling the truth concerning money, doesn't want to bring out money, these are things that have been there before. So what am I saying in essence? The foundation. If they got the foundation wrong as far as money is concerned, they need to sit down and fix it.
Absolutely.
That is how it would work. Because marriage is not a place where two people come to proof points or collect from each other. It's a place of service where one wants to serve the other. So if someone understands that from the beginning, there will be no my money, your money.
No.
You cannot be, okay, I just made 10 naira today, let me tell my spouse. That happens in some marriages. But you know that we are here for each other.
Yes.
And whatever I do with money has to be for the best interest of the marriage and the family.
Yes.
So
all right,
when
Victoria.
Is established, it is easy.
Okay, I have to hold that thought. I have to quickly go on this break. I'll be right back. I really apologize. Yes, so it is money that makes radio stations run.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, so just give me a few minutes to go on this break. I'll call you back in a bit.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable panel of judges, my fellow schoolmates, and my accurate timekeeper. I'm here to support the motion that my daddy is as good as my mommy.
Marry mommy, he pay my money. What are you talking? Goes out and watch my infant sleeping on my cradle bed. There's some warm affection shared. My daddy, he wash my head. Money he gets, he find a bed. The man correct, make we covet. He know the best. To set for me, you bet. Jump on top big table. School fees and plenty issues. Although some they do aristo. So what about the sugar mummies? Oh, good to set for me, you bet. You know the best. Make we covet. He find a bed. Money he gets. He watch my head. The man correct. Say daddy, he marry mommy, he pay my money. What are you talking? Goes out and watch my infant sleeping on my cradle bed. There's some warm affection shared. My daddy, mommy you try, you find one eye, another wife, daddy, why? Try, you find one eye, another wife, daddy, why? But you marry mommy, jetty sad daddy. Hey, to me. Goody, jetty sad daddy. Say daddy, he marry mommy, he pay my money. What are you talking? Jetty sad daddy. Say daddy, he marry mommy, he pay my money. What
the night. I said you need somebody. Somebody will go treat you right. Respect a woman like you said you need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I said you need somebody. Hey, so you need someone like me. So you need someone like me. Cause you deserve the right things. Cause you're a queen. A royal throne with a crown on you. You need the right king. Someone to right things. The lonely days you can count on me. And when you're crying, I'm crying too. Cause what you feel, I feel it too. And when you're smiling, I smile back at you. I build my world around you. You need somebody. Somebody will go hold you tight on through the night. You need somebody. Somebody will go treat you right. Respect the woman like you said you need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I said you need somebody. Hey, yo, you need someone like me. Yo, you need someone like maybe no more crying, no more weeping. Dry your eyes, I'm by your side. I'll be your sunshine, shining down on you. I'll comfort you. I'll be your hero, your pillow. Lie on me, I'll rescue you. I'll be your rainbow, your shadow. I'll follow you, I'll follow you. Need someone. Hold you tight. You need somebody. Somebody will go treat you right. Respect a woman like you said you need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I said you need somebody. Hey, you need someone like. You need someone like. Someone like. You don't need a man when they make you cry. We will beat you every day and night. But you need a man who will treat you right. If you are dead, you ready to fight. A good man that's cool and humble. No go ever lay a finger on you. Say that one man we go respect you. When you dey crying, go come by you. I say, we go hold you tight through the night. Go treat you right, respect you well. Need somebody. Somebody may go dry your eyes whenever you cry. Need somebody. You need someone. Need somebody. You need somebody to go too far, my girl. I am here with you 'cause you need somebody. You need someone. You need somebody. Somebody that go love you right, treat you right. Need somebody. Hey, you need somebody. Somebody that go love you right. Need somebody. You need somebody. Yo, you need a man like me.
Write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me, and I'll be okay. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, say that you love me, and I'll be okay. It's been 70 lonely nights, 70 lonely days since you went away. Your presence I'm missing, my reason for living. You took along with you. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking you come back soon. I will give up anything, give up everything just to hear from you. So write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me and I'll be okay. And baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, just say that you love me and I'll be okay. So write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me and I'll be okay. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, just say that you love me. I can still smell your perfume. Girl, if I only knew to be this way. I packed my bags in a hurry, catch a plane or a train just to be with you. Cause seems like forever since you've been gone. And even though you say that you're coming home soon, I try to convince myself that everything's still okay. Cause it's been 70 long days, 70 long nights since you went away. And I haven't heard from you, not a letter saying you're okay. Is this what love is supposed to be? Is there something missing that I cannot see? Meanwhile, I'm standing right here waiting for you to write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me, and I'll be okay. My baby, I'm wishing, I'm hoping and thinking, say that you love me, and I'll be okay. Say, write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me, and I'll be okay. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, say that you love me and I'll be okay. I've built my world around you, I place no one above you. My heart is in your hands. Cause each and every moment, I love the way you love me. I've gotta find a way to keep it going strong. Every minute, every hour of every day. My love's so undying, got to keep on trying and hope that my baby come back soon. Yeah. Write me a love song, send me your letter, just say the word I love you and I'll be so okay. See, I'm dying for your love. Write me a love song, send me a letter, tell me you love me and I'll be okay. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, say that you love me and I'll be okay. Write me a love song, tell me you love me and I'll be okay. And baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, just say that you love me. Tell me you love me and I'll be okay. Baby, I'm wishing, hoping and thinking, say that you love me and I'll be okay. So write me a love song, send me a letter, baby, tell me you love me. I'm dying for your loving, I'm needing for your hugging. Don't be no love without you, be no me without you. I'm nobody without you, baby, baby, baby. Send me a letter, tell me you love me. I'm dying inside.
Yeah, me and my brother, as you see me and my brother, no be say we do pass, no be say we school pass, but it be like saying that we them blessed pass. As you see me and my brother, no be say we sing pass, no be say we dance pass, but it be like saying that we them blessed pass. In the beginning be like play,
Them almost tried to make us run away. But as we come the fire, pray. Fire come the burn the wicked and the enemies, them go astray. But nobody can test we. My brother make you try a beat, you don't smoke. So take a look around and tell me what you see. Then you realize it was meant to be. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Then you go see the life that turn by turn. I don't know what to say, but me know it came from above. Take a look at we now. Tell me what you see. Me and my brother. My brother. As you see me and my brother. No be say we do pass. No be say we school pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. As you see me and my brother. No be say we sing pass. No be say we dance pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. Me and my brother. Me and my brother. Yeah. See, now we no feature out, we don't get mouth. Nevertheless, we know they brag. I be you still did out. The rejected stone that was neglected became the precious stone that was selected. Yes. And it was tested and accepted. Yeah, now the whole wide world is affected. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Then you go see the life that turn by turn. I don't know what to say, but me know it came from above. Take a look at we now. Tell me what you see. Me and my brother. As you see me and my brother. No be say we do pass. No be say we school pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. As you see me and my brother. No be say we sing pass. No be say we dance pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. Oh my God. As you see me and my brother. Oh my God. No be say we do pass. Oh my God. No be say we school pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. As you see me and my brother. No be say we sing pass. No be say we dance pass. But it be like say now we them blessed pass. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Then you go see the life not turn by turn. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Then you go see the life not turn by turn.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
This call to prayer is sponsored by the Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح
Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. This is to inform the general public that the holy month of Ramadan, the month of impactful rewards, and the month of blessings is here again. Therefore, we beseech Muslim faithfuls to sponsor our Ramadan programs such as Call to Prayers, Tafsir Quran, Qira'atul Quran, Ramadan Talks, Women of Jannah, Paradise, specially designed for the Muslimah, Children's Program for our young upcoming Ustaz, Dawn Program, Sahur Special, live on Citizen FM, and many more. Allah says, who will loan Allah a beautiful loan on earth, and Allah will build a house for him or her in Jannah. Talk to us today. Please call 0806 397 7823. 0812 0043990 or 0817 3964218. Let's partner to make it a Ramadan to remember.
93.7 Citizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
We teach girls shave, close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up.
by being the first and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls, and women also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja.
The time is 1 o'clock.
Time for news on the hour.
Good afternoon and thanks for staying with us here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Here's the news on the hour. The presidency Monday said the Central Bank of Nigeria has no reason not to comply with the Supreme Court's order on the Naira redesign policy on the excuse of waiting for directives from President Muhammadu Buhari. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a statement said the President never told the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, to disobey any court orders involving the government and other parties. After the March 3rd judgment by the Supreme Court, the Presidency, the CBN, and the Attorney General of the Federation kept mum, throwing many bank customers and Nigerians into confusion as the ruling of the Apex Court contradicted the directive of the President on February 16th that all 500 and 1,000 Naira notes are banned and all 200 Naira notes remain valid till April 10th. However, the Presidency broke its silence Monday, saying the President never told the CBN and the AGF not to obey the order of the Apex Bank. The Nigeria Labour Congress has given the federal government a 7-day ultimatum to address the current currency crunch and fuel scarcity in parts of the country or risk a nationwide industrial action at the expiration of the ultimatum. President of the NLC, Joe Ajero, gave the strike notice after the meeting of the Central Working Committee of the Congress on Monday. He bemoaned the hardship faced by Nigerian workers owing to the Naira redesign policy of the federal government and the lingering fuel scarcity in some parts of the country. He said the union has been pushed to the wall. He said the Congress wishes to inform the federal government that it will no longer be quiet on the issue of perennial fuel scarcity and arbitrary increase on petrol products. Cyclone Freddy, packing powerful winds and torrential rain, killed more than 100 people in Malawi and Mozambique on its return to southern Africa's mainland. Authorities said Hurricane Freddy, on track to become the longest-lasting storm on record, barreled through southern Africa at the weekend for the second time within a few weeks, making a comeback after a first hit in late February. Malawi bore the brunt, counting at least 99 deaths after mudslides overnight washed away houses and sleeping occupants. Another 134 people were injured and 16 are reported missing. The impact of the cyclone has piled more woes on a country grappling with the deadliest cholera outbreak in its history, which has killed over 1,600 people since last year. President Lazarus Chakwera, currently in Doha, attending a least developed countries meeting, declared a state of disaster in the southern region of the nation. President Muhammadu Buhari has extended condolences to the family of Ismail Amabo Nakande, former coach of the Super Falcons, who died Monday at the age of 80. The former Falcons coach died during the early hours of Monday in his residence in Jos, the Plateau State capital, after a prolonged illness. In a statement signed by a senior special assistant on media and publicity to the president, Garba Shehu, Buhari joined the fallen coach's family in mourning the loss of the seasoned football manager, credited to have worked with and managed some of the best talented female players in Nigeria's football history. Ex-Falcon stars, journalists, and Nigerian Football Federation eulogized the legendary coach who was buried according to Islamic rites on Monday. Regarded as the most successful Nigerian coach in women's football, Mabo led the Falcons to their best ever outing at the Women's World Cup, a quarter-final finish at the 1999 edition, and was also coach of the side at the 2000 and 2004 Olympic Games. And that's the news on the hour. It's now back on Perspectives. Thanks for staying with us. Good afternoon.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital.
And so thank you for staying with us here on Citizen FM 93.7. It's back on Perspectives, and my guest today has been Victoria Ogosi. Thank you so much, Victoria, and thank you for staying with us in spite of the little background challenge that we had. I sincerely appreciate it. And so we started off the show this afternoon talking about the effects of the economy on marriages, and you were I'm so sorry that we had to interrupt you at that time. So I'd mentioned that there are three things that can make or mar a marriage, and that money is one of the most important parts. And what you had said earlier on is they both have to be in agreement on that. One of the key issues to talk about when you're counseling before you even get married is money. And so let's get back to that conversation now. Please go on, Victoria.
Okay, so thank you so much for having me once again, Rayo.
Yes.
So every couple, sometimes people shy away from talking about money. And
it's not even, it's
no mistake.
Yeah, we don't like talking about money. We always have assumptions, when it comes to marriage, especially when we're role playing.
Not assume anything.
Yes.
Please, someone needs to write this in block letters somewhere about weds, newlyweds, and even the married. Do not, because assumption is the lowest form of knowledge.
Yes, it is.
And nobody is responsible for your assumptions.
Absolutely.
So do not assume anything. Ask questions and ask questions and ask questions. How do we make money?
Exactly.
How do we manage money?
Yeah.
How do we multiply money?
Yeah.
How do we invest money?
Yeah.
How do we spend money? What do we spend money on?
Exactly.
What do we not spend money on?
Yeah.
These are questions that you must keep repeating over and over again. And you need to find out every relationship has the spenders and the savers.
Absolutely.
So you need to know who the spender is, and you need to know who the investor is.
Yes. We need to know the financial independence, financial dependence, financial background, financial stability.
You know those things.
Yes.
So first thing first, talk about money a lot. Because when it has to do with money matters, what you do not know will destroy your marriage.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What you do not know will ruin your marriage.
Absolutely.
So when you have plans concerning money, before money even comes, it gives you leverage. Because imagine that you're expecting 5 million and the wife is already thinking about vacation she has not had for 5 years. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the husband is thinking about a land that needs to be
investments.
So do not assume. Talk about it as much as possible. And if you are newlywed, you need to ask yourself relevant questions even before you start planning a wedding. Because newlyweds, they spend money they would have used in 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, on the wedding day.
Hours.
Exactly.
Impress people that would never be impressed.
But we have these conversations it's always the front burner of every conversation before any couple gets married, that don't spend on a heavy wedding because there's still the marriage to live on. There's still the marriage to plan for. And yet, in spite of that, people still go on and have large, extravagant weddings. Where are we getting wrong as a society?
Pressure. We cannot not talk about pressure from family members.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
Expectations.
Yes. And people wanting to impress people that might never be impressed.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So
go on.
It's important that you are on the same page. You have to talk about his money, our money, and our money. Her money, his money, and our money. Are we having joint accounts? Are we having individual accounts? What is the highest amount that you need to spend without consulting the other person if we are having a joint account?
Yeah.
Because sometimes these things are silent things that are not discussed that eventually ruin the marriage.
What of if one partner has a job while the other person is is a homemaker? How do you plan finances around that kind of situation? The reality in Nigeria now is both partners have to bring something to the table, so everybody has to earn something. But what if but the reality is that it's not all the time that the income coming in is equal. You understand? In some cases, it might be the woman that is earning more than the man. So how do they get by? How do they plan in that kind of scenario, in that kind of situation?
First things first, very important question there, Rayo.
Yes.
First things first, I like to tell women, nobody needs to know that you are earning more than your husband.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't tell us, we will not know.
Absolutely.
So, number one thing is, your spouse does not need to be uncomfortable that he or she is earning less because of the announcement you made to the public.
True.
So most times it is couples that causes the problems that they have for themselves.
Yeah.
Because how do I know that you are earning 5 million and your husband is still at 2 million?
Yeah.
If you did not tell me. So number one, you have to know that it is between the both of you. It's not your family, your extended family issue. Number one, it is between the both of you.
Yeah.
This is where we are. This is the season. Because whether we like it or not, seasons change in marriage.
Absolutely. That's the biggest reality, I think, in marriage.
Yes. Change in marriage.
Yes.
I was pregnant till 9 months and I was still walking around. There are women that from first trimester, they can do nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So whether they are hardworking or not, the next 9 months, they have to almost be dependent completely on the husband.
Yes. So what do they do in that scenario? How do you manage and plan the companies, the income coming into the fammy and prepare for a baby?
Do first with the individuals.
Yes.
Because first of all, does this person understand that in this marriage we have become one? So when you understand that we have become one, and your spouse for some reason cannot earn anything at this time, when you receive 5 million, you will know that this is not my million.
True. Hello, Victoria. Okay, go on. Yes, I can hear you.
Where did you miss me? I said when you receive 5 million.
Yes,
your first mindset is that this is not my 5 million. This is our first 5 million.
Okay.
Are you there, Ma?
Yes, I am. I heard that. I heard what you said.
Oh, network.
I can hear you. Please stay on. I can hear you. You want me to call you back?
I can hear you now.
Okay, yes, I have. Yes, I heard about the 5 million is our 5 million, not whoever brought it in. Yes.
Not my
5 million. Yes.
So when the spouse that is earning have that mindset, the other one is firstly at peace.
Yeah.
So you don't make her or him feel insecure by you consistently announcing it.
Yeah.
That, oh, I'm the one anymore.
Yeah.
So you might be doing something that is right, but with the wrong attitude.
Yes.
So the other person might even be uncomfortable with even spending the money because of how you have so announced it that you are the one.
Disrespectful.
So it starts first of all with the couple.
Yeah.
You have to make the other person feel comfortable first of all.
Yes.
And it's very important that you keep encouraging your spouse even in that position.
Okay.
That I'm bringing money now, but you are going to get better, you are going to give birth, and both of us, we will have monies to give in this family. That's where it starts with. Because you don't want your spouse demoralized because the person is not earning income at that time, especially if it's the man that is not earning.
Yeah. What if in a scenario just like this scenario you've described, if the wife is earning more money and she wants the children to go to more expensive schools than her husband can afford, what should they do in that kind of scenario?
Okay. First of all, you are not supposed to marry any man that does not have people that he listens to.
Yeah.
Every husband, no matter how big he is. I'm a Christian. We have someone like Bishop Oyedepo in charge of thousands of winners. He still says yes, sir, to Daddy Adeboye.
Yeah.
So no matter how highly placed your spouse is, your husband, he has to be someone that has somebody in the world that he can listen to.
Okay. So, but it does. So, okay, guess. Go on.
Okay, so never know when you need help. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
So know when the matter is beyond you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a lot of women bottle up so many things and it just gets to that point that they explode. And you just see a woman pack her things like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It didn't start that day. Some things have been happening that she felt, okay, we'll handle it. She's talking, he's not listening.
Yeah.
I'm a certified marriage counselor and a family therapist.
Yeah.
These are some of the issues that come to us because sometimes the man might just be seeing something from one angle.
Yeah.
So a third party that will not take sides, a third party that might bring this thing in another angle that each spouse is not seeing, it's very important.
Yes.
So I tell couples, know when you need help. Know when the matter has gone beyond the two of you.
Yes. So you advise that in that case, when one spouse can afford, I mean, if the man could afford the school fees, there won't be a problem. But if when he can't, it's beyond what he's earning, and she wants to give the children a better life that they both agree is a better life for the children, and what should she do in that scenario? She wants to put the children in a more expensive school.
Can I say something that every woman listening to me should never forget?
Yes, please go on.
Submission does not mean stupidity. When God told us to submit, he did not say we should be stupid.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you know that if we pay these school fees, we are going to be under so much pressure because of every other thing.
Yes.
There are children that did not go to any school that has a name now that they are ruling in this nation.
Yes.
So you have to know that schooling first, it starts from you.
Yes.
The school only.
True. But it's often when a couple are having mistakes, it always comes down to money. Is that not correct?
It's part of it. It's a major part of conflict.
Exactly, because we like to say before you get married, they tell you love covers a multitude of things, and they tell you that there's nothing that love. They say love conquers all, but to survive, love is not enough, and financial stability is a major key. Yes, you were saying. Please go on.
Very important.
Yes, please go on.
Financial stability is key, Derayo.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, I keep saying first of all, is about the two of you.
Yes.
You don't have to live in a particular location in the city to prove a point where you know that is off your limit at this time.
Yeah. You can start small and grow.
Start small, but don't remain small.
Absolutely.
Don't stay small.
Yes.
Keep moving, not because you want to impress people, but you are supposed.
I lost you again. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay,
I can hear you now.
Okay, yes, you're back on. Hello?
So,
yes, go on.
Never. The goal should never be evil and unnecessary competition. As far as we are in this world, there will always be people that looks like they are above you, and there will always be people that look like they are below you. So you have to be truthful to yourself.
Yeah.
Know where you are and know what works for you.
Okay.
I think that's what a lot of couples have not been able to do. Knowing that, okay, this is where we are.
Yeah.
We are at 1 million now. How do we live life based on this 1 million until we grow?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to make plans based on the money you don't have yet.
Absolutely.
So everybody that is going for vacation 2 times a year, 3 times a year, that is their cup of tea for now. Thank God for them.
Yes.
So satisfaction, that's what I call it. And being at peace with yourself at your level, that is a major win for every marriage man.
Yes. Thank you so much. I think you have encapsulated it already. I mean, satisfaction, being content with whatever level that you're at. That's the only way to get by in Nigeria, really, with the economic crunch, with the fuel scarcity, with the reality of the situation. And I like the way you put it, you know, marriage is a cycle. Yes, please.
Contentment, not complacency.
Oh, I said contentment. I think that's what I hope I said contentment, because that's what I meant to say. Satisfaction and contentment with the level you are in.
Not complacency.
No, not complacency.
You want more.
Yes.
But you are not greedy about it.
No. It's a great place to wrap up today. Honestly, there's another aspect of marriage that I absolutely look forward to having you on again. Today was such short notice, and we didn't have proper time to plan.
Yes. I hope I was able to do justice at least.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I look forward to. Don't worry, I'll see you after camera. But what they call it, behind camera. Yes, there's something else I want to talk about, and I know you're just the perfect person to talk about it. And well done for what you're doing with dear single ladies. I sit, your WhatsApp status is like watching YouTube. All the information is there. Thank you so much, Victoria.
Oh, such a so good to have been here.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Enjoy the rest of your day, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Yeah, bye. Okay, today was financial, what we would like to call it, financial literacy. So we'll talk about money, and today's episode on Perspectives, we're talking about the economy and what couples should do or shouldn't do, defining the role of money in marriage. I like the way our guest put it today, that it's both of you sit down, you talk about it, you hash it out together, and it doesn't matter what your friends or your family friend members or siblings are doing. Focus on your own marriage and what's the plan that you have for yourself. It's a great place to wrap up on this episode of Perspectives. Join us tomorrow. Tomorrow is International Day Against Police Brutality, and we already have a lineup of guests tomorrow. If you have any questions whatsoever, please get set to ask questions about it tomorrow. We'll like your input. We'd love to hear back from you here on Citizen FM 93.7. And so this is where I anchor the show today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good afternoon.
Stand up. J-Town, stand up.
undisputed champion. Nobody can do what I've done. Nobody